giving it up. Honestly, I will not miss that gate one bit. It's just in, out, in, out. Got a tea. And I thought I'd do an update. If you're on my TikTok and Instagram, you'll see I am still around. have still been posting, but I think let's start off by saying this isn't stopping. I am not stopping gardening, nothing. And I haven't been stopping gardening. I think I've just stopped because I knew I didn't need to invest any time in this plot anymore. It was done. There was no point. My baby, it was the last year of my maternity before I went back to work, so I was just soaking up all the last minutes and the lasts, and today will be one of the last time I visit my allotment, so I'm giving it up, but I'm actually moving house. So this has been about 2 years in the making. We knew when we were pregnant that we probably would move house eventually. We just didn't know when, and we were only going to move for the perfect house. So we spent the whole pregnancy kind of always on Rightmove, still looking, and we offered on quite a few properties actually. Always losing out because we hadn't sold our house and it wasn't even on the market. So we kind of thought, look, the baby's here now, let's just leave it be. So soaking up all the maternity bubble, and me and my husband looked at each other one day, we're like, why are we waiting? Let's just move now. He's little, he's not gonna know. Eventually he'll go to school and then it'll be even harder because then we'll be thinking about what school to move him into and all that. So we were like, what are we waiting for? Let's just do it. But the biggest thing that I was obviously scared to lose was my allotment. Yes, that was the truth. He reminded every estate agent that was the reason that we hadn't done yet, was she is too busy, she doesn't want to give up her allotment or anything. But I was like, look, it's what makes me happy, so you've married me for this, so this is what we're doing. So we knew the next house had to have a big enough garden to have an allotment in, and I know that sounds very like a big sure budget, but it's easy in a little small garden, it's fine. But I just wanted, what I've learned by being here is having a baby and having an allotment is hard work whilst working full time, and I just didn't have the time to go to work, do my allotment, go to Pilates, be there for my husband, be there for my friends, be there for my family. It was just a lot. So I said, if my allotment can be in my garden, I can wake up in the morning, get a tea, go and see what's happening down there, and that would just be my dream. He was like, fine, my dream is to have a pub in the village. So cut to now, a year later, we have found the house. Hello. Right, where was I? I get so awkward when someone walks past. I should probably say the actual reason I'm moving house is because I need to move allotment sites, because my boss at my job, I can see her greenhouse from here. So if I ever wanted to sneak off on my lunch break, if I was working from home, which, well, if you're watching, never do that. Don't look at the time code on this footage. It was oh my gosh, I can't find my words. That was a right cliffhanger. Anyway, we've got the dream house. It is incredible. I feel so lucky that we have got this property. and when I upload this video, we will be in. So the property is big enough to have an allotment. But even better than that, I came to terms with knowing I can just have an allotment in my garden and that's fine. And then I think it was maybe a month until we move. Yeah, it was about a month. I was like, I'm just gonna join the village Facebook group, went on the comments and just searched for things, searched allotments, thinking whatever. And they have an allotment. Went on Street View and they have sheds and they have greenhouses, because if you have an allotment or you want an allotment, most sites have a lot of rules and requirements. Some don't allow greenhouses, some don't allow small buildings like a shed, some don't allow trees. So this has all of those. So I was like, tick, tick, tick. It's basically copy and paste here. I was just chatting to a friend of mine on the plot, saying about the new village, and they've got an allotment, and I said, I've sent 2 texts already to 2 different people about an allotment there, and no one's replied. But if you know allotment sites, they are very, very clicky. If they are if they don't have Facebook pages or they don't have social media, and you just have to send an email to the council to get a plot, or even still have to pop down to the site and get a plot, they are very old school. Nothing wrong with that, they're just very old school in their manner. They probably haven't had much budget or turnover of fresh faces down on the plot. Site here has an amazing team who are on social media, who are on Facebook. We do lots of events and things, and they're just very present out there in the world. So yeah, still clicky. Can't wait to get there. That's probably going to be my second week or first week in the new house, of walking to the allotment site and finding whoever can give me a plot. And if not, please stick around, because I am definitely transforming my garden into an allotment. There is so much potential at this new house. It's a fully walled garden. I've got the front garden to get to the cottage, and then in the back I've got a garden, like I'm planning it just to be like my baby's garden and like family dining and just more like a social space. And then I have further into the garden, and this is where it is beautiful. The previous owner is an artist, and she's had made like special gates, and the gates to this back garden are just like, oh, they're so magical. And I feel like if I was her, I would have done this too. So yeah, there's a lovely gate that leads into the back garden where I am hoping to put my allotment and my greenhouse. So so yeah, it's all very exciting and we just can't wait now. Okay, so we've got a lot of canes. I've just put them into a pile ready to put into the car. They need to come. All these plant pots I want to take. Oh look, I dug some potatoes up, they need washing. These plant pots, and I realised actually I dumped all the pots, because there's the stack of them just there. I dumped all the pots here and I realised I've got a chamomile somewhere in here that I've thought was ruined, but there's a chamomile. I need to figure out which one it is. I think it's that one there. Yeah. So yeah, we want to take some seed cuttings. I do not want to take any of that of this horseradish, because that's just gone crazy. I want to dig up this rosemary, because that's so useful. And then I've got loads of these teasels, so I want to dig these up and take some. Whoever digs up will find potatoes under there. can see them all there. And my Brussels sprouts for Christmas are here. Oh, and the cabbage. Look at the cabbage. I need to take the wheelbarrow at home. I need to dig up these currants. But yeah, we move house in, well, a week tomorrow. So I basically need to get a move on. Oh my god, I've not even shown you inside the shed. Let's show you inside the shed what I need to do. I'm just gassing with you guys when real things need to be done. Now, what would you do? Because my dad bought me this shed when I first got my plot, and I'm like, do I keep it here for whoever takes on the plot, or do I take it with me, or do I sell it? I just feel like it's not that old, it's in great condition, just needs a new paint. Yeah. No, am I being tight if I take it, or should I just leave it? So here we have it. The mess in here. This is what we need to do today, is kind of pack this away. It doesn't matter if I can't do it all. I've got until the end of this month, I think even the end of January, to decide what's going to happen. But I just think whilst I've got the removal men, it might be really useful to get them to transport it there, rather than me coming back here to then drive back and load the car, just blah blah blah. Yeah, so let's pack this away. Okay, here's the car. Oh, well, not them pots. They need to go back to B&M. Shocking. Rubbish. The car's packed up. Oh gosh. Look at that steel rod just poking out. That's so safe. Do you see it? It's that steel rod. Okay, so I'm going to take these back now. Oh, look at this as well. But look, after I spoke with you, pure filth. But yeah, I want some rhubarb crown, and whilst I was Lena as well, my next door neighbour on my plot, she's moved out as well. And the person I must have known, or doesn't know, but she cut down a huge wisteria, and these were on the pile. Now I'm gonna give them a go. So the reality, packing. Good girl. You can put your house. Be good girl. Good girl. So in my current house we have a courtyard at the front of our property, which we had lots of plans when we first moved in. We'd probably put like a hot tub there or a bistro set, and have a little coffee out there, and then it just turned into the dog's yard. I'm storing all of my plant pots. There they all are, ready to go. A hose pipe, some netting there, and I've dug my wisteria. But yeah, most important part is my pots. In winter, these flags get very wet and slippy, and all the way around the back, wet and slippy. So I need to give this a good sweep, because when our removal men come in the morning, I don't want them slipping and dropping my boxes. Some people might call me tight. I call myself savvy. So we planted loads of bulbs. I planted loads of bulbs, loads of alliums, and they're my favourite. And the thing is as well, when you plant an allium, after so many years, they then like, I don't know what the word is, but I get more offshoots, so I get more alliums. So the first year when I planted them, I think I only had like 20, and then last year and every year since, they just get more and more and more. So I feel like me digging the bulbs up, I'm still going to leave some in the ground for them, because I'm not going to be able to capture all the bulbs, but equally then it gives me a good head start in the next garden of some bulbs that I don't have to replant and rebuy. So we're going to take some of those, and I'm going to take some cuttings of my favourite flowers in the garden. We're in the new house. Not gonna lie, it's been a lot. There's been one thing after the other. And I feel like we're at that point now where in our old house, we knew everything together, whereas I feel like we're in this house, we're learning together. And I feel like spring will probably bring that too, and time. But at the moment, we're fine. The house is just incredible. Like, love everything about it. Feel really lucky to be here and to be the new owners of the cottage. This obviously channel is still Grow With Imo, because I still love gardening and it is still a huge passion of mine. But now I want my Grow With Imo in my garden at home. So a lot of my videos now, probably a bit of home life as well as gardening, because that's all taking place here. Cheers as well. It's a Friday night and the red wine was open, so be rude not to finish it. Thank you to my brother-in-law for supplying this one. Garden wise, there is plans, and those plans definitely need to happen this year, because my little boy will be turning 2 this year, and anyone who's got kids knows that a toddler is on the move all the time. So he needs to be outside, burning that energy, and being outside where I love to be and where we all love to be. Stood about that. Give it a big jet wash. It did look different, but I feel like January is the worst time to jet wash, because you can't really, the slabs never fully dry out, so you don't actually fully see if you've made a difference. They could be better. And also the house itself has this flooring, which I don't think has been cleaned in a long time. And also, to stop the like chipping away at this, it needs a new sealant on. I also think they might be able to do something about this grout as well. See what comes up in the front garden. I'm not going to be drastically doing big planting, changing landscapes and things just yet. I need to see what's been planted first. And the back garden needs a good jet wash too. It's got moss, but it's got moss because there's so many overgrown plants out there that need a big cut back, let them all breathe, get the sunlight on them, dry out, and then get planning there. Also got a fair few trees in the back garden, which is amazing, and equally where they are
isn't great, isn't amazing, because it is messing with the paths and it is unsafe out there if we were keeping the flags how they were. So yeah, need to sort that one out, get somebody out to have a look at that work, because also we live in a conservation area, so I can't just cut a tree. I do need permission for that, and advice on that. I've even been down to the allotments to try and find someone, poach them. She was just a plot holder that I came across there, and obviously it's January, it's quieter. So I haven't got one yet. If there is a waiting list, that's fine. I just really want to know I'm on it. Just please someone reply. So I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year. And when my last video was up, was it June or July? I can't remember when I stopped now. So I hope you had a lovely summer. I did. And I think because I knew we were wanting to move house and that would mean giving up my allotment, I knew I probably wasn't giving it my all. So I'm hoping I'm going to tie myself again to one a month, and nothing long. So if you made it through all of, what is it saying, 15 minutes down there, I'm not sure, then thank you. So yes, let's go and have a look at the garden. I bought some bulbs in the sale and they really need planting, so whilst the ground's not frozen and before they start sprouting anymore, I'm just going to chuck these bulbs in anywhere and hope for the best.